Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our "How the fuck do you get into the ethereal plane and get someone that's trapped there?" question.
We have a plan materializing.
Okay, at this point, should we just get dimensional translocation?
Who can cast it? Can she cast it?
It's a wizard spell. You'd have to learn
No,
it.
it's a cleric spell.
Oh, it's a cleric spell?
It's a cleric spell.
What does it do?
No, etherealness does not last anywhere near long enough for us to nap you. Damn it.
So we'd have to get out, like...
Normally.
Legitly.
Or we'd have to get in legitly.
Yes. Okay, so maybe we do that then. We go there. We go use the Phantom Steeds. We go there. We get in with invisibility and polymorph self.
Yep.
But how do you get into the rooms? Because I can get in. Oh, I could...
We could bring knock spells. We don't want to etherealize ourselves until... Oof.
I could use Dimension Door to teleport us into the hallway, perhaps, if we can find ourselves, like, within 60 feet of it or something. You know, like,
that could work.
Like from outside the keep, we could just...
Yeah,
like,
so you Dimension Door, you knock the door to his room, we etherealize him.
We bring him back and then we teleport.
And then we teleport as soon as we're all dumped back into the material plane. There is an issue where we'll be dumped back before he will.
No, because you'll recast on all of us.
Oh, can I do it on multiple? How many people? AoE is the caster.
And then how many people can I etherealize? One creature per 2 experience. Yeah, so I could etherealize all of us again.
So we need 2 scrolls of etherealness. We get into Fortune on the Phantom Steed. We Dimension Door into the hallway. We open the door. We cast etherealness on us. We then seed off. You recast it on all 3 of us.
Yes.
We get to as safe a place as we can. Wait for it to run out, and then
so you can't wraith form me, because this would make it so much easier.
No, I can't. And then I shrink us all. I shrink you 2, and then teleport us all back to Bontheris.
Is there any way that you could like? No. Okay.
No, this is gonna work. This is the plan. This is how it has to be. There's gonna be some risks, but
you know we're no strangers to risk.
Okay, so let's try and find out in Wicthron Arenta if he's gonna die of thirst.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait on the scrolls, I guess, and then we'll see if Darth dies during this period of time, because we can't do this faster. We're looking over everything, and we don't have any tools to do this quick enough.
Okay, you could just keep scrying on him, see if he's dead.
That is one way to find out if he... That won't give you any heads up, but you will know.
Well, we'd see him like getting more and more dehydrated.
We're waiting 8 days for the scroll anyway, so like he's
6 days.
He's either going to be dead or not. Like,
let me see if I can thought wave him. Oh wait, I don't know if he could respond. Don't I have like a message spell or something?
I do have a message spell. Yeah,
does it go cross plane?
I think sending does.
I can't thought wave cross planes anyways.
Well, I mean, what would we say to him anyway? Just like, hold in there, buddy.
You're not dying from thirst, are you? We're going as fast as we can.
He might think he's...
chance that it does not arrive with sending.
Okay, so we can probably message him.
Yeah, that might be what we want to do while we're waiting.
Okay.
Okay, so you like this plan? You like what we're working with?
Yeah.
I don't like this plan, but I can't think of a better one.
It's as good as we're gonna get plan-wise, I think.
Okay, so we have to get into the keep, then we Dimension Door to the dungeon. We knock on his cell. We etherealize ourselves. We etherealize all of us again once we have Darth in hand, and then we wait for it to end. And we instantly teleport out.
No, then I have to shrink you both, and then we teleport out.
So we probably want to move around once we're etherealized to try and find an empty space.
But if his room's empty now, it might be just that the room's safe. Right?
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. we might not even need to sneak into the keep, because the range of Dimension Door is long enough that if I've studied the place carefully, I think I can just be like outside the keep and take us both in.
Yeah, if we can find exactly, because we've scryed on it before, where we kind of like had a general, because he went above it, right? So we know where it is generally for the keep.
Yeah, I mean, I've got enough time.
And he went 50 feet up, which put him just above the roof, which meant that it's not more than, it shouldn't be very far below ground, right?
Yeah,
it can't be.
Exactly. It's 20 feet below ground. So I think while the scrolls are getting made, I spend the time clairvoyancing around the room to try and get an accurate idea of where the corridor is relative to the street outside on Fortune.
That's much better if we can do that, because then we don't have to sneak into the keep. We just have to sneak into the city, which is 10 times easier.
Yeah. And I think I can do that, Neal, by like just doing 10 feet at a time in a couple of different directions to find out, like, relatively. As long as I'm, like, drawing it out each time, I should be able to map it out.
Mm-hmm.
I can go 10 feet up and 10 feet up again and 10 feet up again to find out how far down he is.
Right.
And then from there I can go...
Well, you've seen the roof. You know that the roof above him is 50 feet up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know he's already 5 floors below the roof.
Yeah, and the place is 3 stories, so I know he's 2 stories below.
Oh, couldn't we just go to the roof and then dimension door from there? And then we could teleport directly into his room. We don't have to use the hallway. Because we know where we were on the roof, so if we can fly up to the roof, because you can fly.
That's a good point. We just do directly 50 feet down.
Yeah, we just go 50 feet down, we land on the floor of his room, and then we can immediately... We don't have to unlock the door, although we kind of want to, so you still want to knock the door so that we can open it.
No, we don't even need to open it if we're in there.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, it's an even better plan.
So we just invisibly fly up to the roof.
To the exact point on the roof, yeah, which I should be able to work out.
Can you carry me through dimension door, or do you have to shrink me first?
That's a good point. Let's see.
Dimension door. God, we've looked up so many spells today.
Oh, it's just the caster.
You'd have to go alone. Crap. That's annoying.
Wait, but all the wizard wears or carries subject to a maximum weight of 500 pounds.
So you could
of non-living matter, or half that of living matter.
Yes.
So if I shrink you and carry you, we're good.
Wait, how much weight can you carry?
250 pounds, but
yeah, you'd have to shrink me.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't exactly hold you if you were. I guess I could. I could hold you, Van.
Yeah. I don't think you could lift me, but you can hold me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so it's gonna work then. So we go to Fortune. We Pegasus onto the roof.
Don't you have fly?
Yeah, I could use fly. Sure.
So just fly invisibly. That's probably safer.
No, because you need to come as well. The Pegasus gets us both up there.
Oh, that's fair.
I invis myself. We Pegasus up. I invis you as well.
Yeah.
So you're both invised. We Pegasus up. I dimension door down into the room. You do your etherealness business, and then I shrink you both again and get out. Now I would run out of 2nd level spell slots, but Falstaff has a wand of size alteration, so
that's good.
Wand of size alteration to do all the enlarged spells that I need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Is this the plan? Are we ready?
I think so.
Okay.
I like this plan.
We're
So that means that we have to
scrolls.
teleport to Stromheim. That means it's going to take an extra day to get there after we get the scrolls, because we have to teleport to Stromheim, then Phantom Steed out.
And then
we'd have to
the day
rest.
go.
Yeah. Well, I could
you can
nap
nap
from there,
there.
actually.
Yeah,
So
you
then
can
we
nap.
could do it all same day. Yeah. Just means
then
we don't get another nap.
We don't even need to go through the gates of fortune. We can just
Fly over.
fly
yeah.
directly to the root spot on the keep. So I spend this time, Neal, making sure to precisely locate the spot on the roof that I need to be.
Okay. And you're using clairvoyance for this?
Yeah. So it's 50 feet above his room, and I'm basically just on the top of the roof, you said. So maybe I'll do like 55 feet. So I've got a little bit of extra elevation and try and pinpoint the exact spot on the roof.
Now, clairvoyance does need a pinch of powdered pineal gland, which
okay.
normally is not too much of a problem, but you're probably going to be using a few castings of this,
Yeah.
right?
I'm in Wickthron Renta, though. I should probably be able to get some.
There is going to be a wizard shop in here for this sort of stuff, and you can beg, borrow, or steal the cash that you need for this. But with all that's been going on, you guys are beginning to get low on funds. I think you'll have enough. Let me just check what the cost of powdered pineal gland is.
Yeah, I've got a lot of gems on my character sheet. And doesn't Falstaff have like a small fortune in his tomb?
He might have spell components, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just mean he's got
There will be
money.
components for this. What I'm trying to get at is it's been a long time since you guys have made any money, and the cost of the construction of your house and the upkeep and yada 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 is beginning to run your coffers dry. You can get these spells off no problem, but after this little adventure here, you guys are going to be near the broke end of the spectrum.
But didn't you say last week that there was like a small fortune of gold and wealth?
There's a small
and
fortune
stuff
in
too?
here. Yeah, we will codify that fortune, and that's basically all you're going to have left.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. So
All
I
right.
buy some Neal glands for my last gems. I've got a load of gems on my sheet. I might just delete a bunch of them, Neal, because
Go for
I'll
it.
probably-
I think we've been really hand-waving a lot of the cash, and I think we should be getting low by now.
all right, it's all gone. I've got 2 pals left.
Perfect. So, Is there a chance that you could fail to locate him with clairvoyance? First off, no.
No, because he's in his cell, and we know where the cell is.
Well, we think we know. We think he's in his cell. We're assuming that actually he might not be, but I presume
That's fair.
Okay. But you can, with clairvoyance, you can zoom out successively. You have a 100% chance with clairvoyance of spotting these things, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So you can get a view of the roof. That's what you want, right?
I want to pinpoint the exact spot that's 50 feet directly north of his position.
Yep.
Directly up from his position.
Yeah. You can find it.
Okay, so I'm going to be able to dimension door into the room, presuming I'm in that spot.
Don't you guys need a spell? What do you need? You need 2 ethereal.
Yeah, we need
scrolls?
ethereal. Yeah, we're waiting for the scrolls. Yeah.
So we need to wait for those to be made, and we have to hope he doesn't die of thirst, because there's no way we can do this faster.
Right.
Yeah. He's dead if he's going to die of thirst. So.
Yeah.
Okay, and we said it's 1 day per spell level to make a scroll.
Yeah, so 6 days. Yeah, sorry, you were right.
6 days for to make it. Yeah.
All right. So 6 days later, and that is a week of the High Cleric of Wicthron Marenta, the capital of the most powerful country on the continent right now, working for you guys. This is a rare treat to get the High Cleric.
I've offered her. I have some 3rd level anti-poison scrolls that I'm going to offer her in exchange. They're equal spell level, and I feel like they're more useful for her because she might get people come in and hey, I've been poisoned. Help.
That's a lovely trade that she will make for you. Perfect.
Nice work, Val.
You said you have 2 of them?
Yeah, 2 hold poison scrolls.
Perfect. Why don't you switch them out?
Cool.
And a week later, the High Cleric has done your bidding. It's going to take 7 days. She's got to rest for a day in between. She's getting kind of old and whatnot. But that's fine.
Okay,
you can
I have
scry on him in the meantime, and you can see that he has sort of... It kind of looks like he's given up. He's alive.
But
you
he's
can see
alive.
his chest moving. But he's just lying in the ground in this pitch black room.
Can you sending him at some point during this period, Malachi?
Yeah, I'm sending him. I also need to head back to Falstaff's tomb to get the wand of size alteration.
Okay.
So yeah, just send a message like, we're coming for you, Darth, don't worry.
Yeah, so I'll message him. I'll say, hey, Darth, it's Malachi. Big whoops on my end. But don't worry, we're coming for you. Hold strong.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He can respond, by the way.
Can respond.
Where am I? What hell is this?
Oh no. He was probably happy being charmed by the vampires, wasn't he?
I mean, at that point in time, he was obliviously being seduced by sexy vampire ladies and slowly dying and enjoying every moment of his death. But I don't know if that's good for you.
Yeah. Gotta take
At some point, you gotta rip off the band-aid and show him what dying is really like. Just lying in the ethereal plane forever.
Oh wait, actually, I've got enough enlarged spells on my character. I can do enlarged times 3. Oh no, we need invis, so I can't. Okay. Need to invis both of us. Yeah, I need to invis both of us.
Okay, so on the 18th of November, the scrolls are completed and handed to you. And I guess that's probably at the end of the day because that's when she's completing these things.
Perfect.
Darth has been in the ethereal plane at low HP and low blood for a week and is not looking good. It looks like in the ethereal plane, the effects of starvation and all that stuff exist, but they are dramatically slowed.
Okay.
I guess you had plenty of time to dig around in this, and you've got Falstaff's library. You can learn that the bodily functions are about 1/4 need, roughly, in the ethereal plane. So you can survive roughly 4 times as long, and so he must be at the very edge of his life right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if he was healthy, he could survive 3 days without water. Which would be 12 days, and he's.
Well, I mean, presumably they were giving him plenty of water because that's how you continuously suck blood from somebody without drying them out.
Sure, but they're not keeping him healthy, right? He doesn't have like an IV bag going into him. They're draining him of everything. They don't give a shit about him. He's in bad shape. The point is, you get 1 shot at this, basically. If it takes any more time, he's probably gonna die. So.
Okay.
November 18th rolls around.
Okay, let me get my spells sorted out here really fast.
Yeah, me too.
In fact, you might want to go to an early break here, Neal, just so that we can take some time to like, because it might be a couple
we've just
minutes.
done a break.
You can do it. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Sort your-
I wasn't
sort
sure
out
how
your
long it had
spells.
been.
I've got
I
the
have no
first bit.
idea.
I can do the first bit. All right, so I've got my wand of size alteration right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So first thing I do as soon as we get the scrolls is I cast Shrink on Van.
Mm-hmm.
I pick him up, and then I teleport us to Stromheim.
Shrink
Alright.
on Van.
Teleport to Stromheim, and I've got an inn that I've stayed in Stromheim a few times that I know is safe to go to. And I'll just drop the innkeep a few gold on the way out, just to say sorry for that.
Okay. And it is November 18. Okay.
Don't forget to take a nap, Sean. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Okay. I then carry Van out of the inn in Stromheim and onto the northern road towards Copper Hill.
Hold on, we can't skip ahead quite that quickly. I need to double check what is happening in Stromheim. You might be in a little bit of trouble in Stromheim. I need to figure out exactly when few events happen.
Okay. We're gonna be all right anyway. We're gonna be all right anyway.
It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You might need to, polymorph.
Sorry,
or
I
something.
can get us out. Yeah.
Yeah, you might need to polymorph us out if things go real bad.
We might have to fly over an undead siege, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm. It's all good.
We might have saved Joris by the time we come back from Darth.
Flame protection. Stone shapes are good. Premonition, produce fire. I don't need these anymore, so let's get.
About a year since that has happened. We are here in 15. All right, so you arrive in Stromheim. The city is not in great shape. The population has plummeted. The streets are sort of empty. There are far fewer guards around. There's refuse lying everywhere. The innkeeper is surprised to see the two of you guys just walking out of a random room. You teleported to a room, right? Just to
Yeah, he just
somebody's
sees me
room?
though. Van's still in the pocket.
Oh,
It's
because
just me.
he's shrunk and in your
Yeah,
pocket?
Yeah.
Okay. And the room that you teleported to was empty, so it's fine. No one was in it. And you
Good.
passed your teleportation check?
No, not yet.
Alright, let's give you a teleportation check.
We're all right.
Fine. You're fine. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Shrink Van, teleport to Stromheim, no problem.
All right.
Check.
I give the innkeeper a couple of gold and I leave. And I head to the north gate, which would lead to Copper Hill.
Leave the innkeeper scratching his head. You make your way to the north gate. There are soldiers there guarding it. They see you coming, walking through. What do you have on you? What are you carrying visibly on the outside?
My staff and my robes.
You don't have a sword or a dagger or a club?
I've probably got a dagger underneath my robes. Yeah.
Fine. Guards don't care. They see you coming. They open the gates for you because the gates are shut. And the moment you are on the other side, they slam them shut and bar them.
Okay, I look around. Does it look safe? There's no like.
There are guards on the walls watching you, but otherwise it is just open plain from here on out. You can see the road traveling into the distance, hills on either side.
Okay, I want to walk north a little bit just to get out of sight of these guards and wait for Van to unenlarge.
Okay. Van, how long does enlarge last?
Probably like some stupid amount of time. Let's see. Enlarge.
5 rounds per level. Okay, so you
A little
walk
over 5
for
minutes.
45
Or a
minutes
little
away.
less than an hour.
Yeah, by the time I've got
Half
it,
over an hour.
half an hour.
Sure. You walk half an hour out of town. Van's probably out of your pocket. You don't want him ripping your
Yeah,
clothes.
I'm like carrying him on my hand so that he.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a little
See the world,
trophy.
Van. Look, in this direction is the lake of Stromheim where a dragon lives. In this direction is the Soggy Hills, where there is a secret level 15 wizard. All right.
Okay. All right. Half an hour later, or 45 minutes later, whatever.
Yes, Van enlarges. Okay. All right. It's working so far. I cast Phantom Steed twice, make one for me and one for Van.
Okay, and then I just need the ethereal. I'm not using anything like hard set besides the etherealness and the nap, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just have some things in case we have vampire troubles.
Yeah, we might need to fight vampires, so yeah. I think there's a good chance that we have to fight a vampire at some point, so be ready for that. All right, we get on our Phantom Steeds and we ride for 6 hours towards Fortune.
Okay. You hop on your Phantom Steeds and you ride away towards Fortune.
Now, I have direction sense, so I feel like I can... Sorry, navigation I have. That doesn't help me. I have cartography, so I know at least the direction I should be running.
I mean, navigation would work, right?
I don't know, yeah. I'm not sure if it's only for sea.
Hmm.
But we can basically follow the road to the river and then follow the river to Fortune, so...
That would increase the time, but we'd still get there today.
Yeah.
Just later at night, which is a little worse. But they come at all times of the day, so I'm assuming the keep is just kind of like shuttered from outside light, and then they're not necessarily nocturnal.
We can just go north from the road until we hit the river and then follow the river.
That's much better.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll take you... You'll probably have to do the last few miles on foot.
Okay.
I think your Phantom Steed will run out.
No, it's 9 hours. It's 9 hours.
No, you got tons of time then. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you will arrive in Fortune, at the edge of Fortune.
Yeah.
Late
We're keeping it like
evening.
in vision, but not actually, because I needed that Malachi now so that I
Yeah,
can
you
get
need
new
to map
spells.
me. Yeah.
Let's see.
Time for a little sleep.
The plains are nice and clear. No monsters to be found as you
Cool.
ride through here. In fact, it's eerily quiet. You don't see any prey, like game, large herds. You don't see any farmers or villagers. You do pass a couple of abandoned villages as you head out this way. The fields are... It's November, so the fields are empty. Everything's already been harvested, and there's no sign of people in the villages whatsoever.
It's not looking good around here, Van. But I suppose that's what happens when you've got a vampire in charge.
You don't know. Well, you might know. He's being
kinda...
fed on vampires. You don't know Vicious is a vampire yet. But
yeah.
We're getting
also,
into some questionable terrain here.
Well, now that I think about it, I think I dismissed out of hand because they were general layabouts, but the Barbos did tell me that Vicious was a vampire and had an army of undead, but I didn't really believe them. But maybe now.
We did see vampires like feeding on somebody in his dungeons.
Yeah, so I don't know if maybe now we're like sort of more likely to...
Did the Barbos tell you that?
They definitely told me about the undead. Maybe they didn't tell me about the vampire. Might be mistaken.
I don't think they knew about vampires.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's difficult.
You still know that there are vampires feasting on him in Fortune. You might not know
I'm still
is a
expecting vampire problems. There's very clear vampire problems.
Very clear. No one can dispute that reasonably, unless you're charmed by a vampire and trying to make a weird argument. Anyway, you arrive at the outskirts of Fortune. The sun is going down. It is late. You've been riding on your horses for 8 hours, plus your half hour of walking and all your teleportation, and you're waking up.
Okay, here's my new spells after the.
Sun is
So let me
going down.
burn this nap really fast. Down to 1.
Okay, it takes me a couple of hours to learn new spells. I have to learn 2 level 2 spells, 2 level 3 spells, 2
Is that
level
thunder?
2 level 4 spells, and
Yes,
1 level 5 spell.
Okay.
It is thunder.
It's going to take me like
Skies have been
3.5
overcast.
hours.
It's a gloomy night. Thunder rolls across the plains. It's not raining where you are, but in the far distance, there is rain and lightning and thunder. It's just this gentle rolling for you.
Not the kind of day that you want to be fighting vampires, Van.
What can you do?
Can you turn them if we come across any vampires?
Yes, I can.
Good. That's
I actually have pretty good odds of it.
okay. So I will now cast invisibility. I say to Van, like, I'm gonna make you invisible.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just stay near me. All right. I cast invisibility on him.
Okay. Invisibility on Van first.
Yes.
Oh, there's been a nap in here, right? You both napped or just Malachi napped?
Just Malachi, because the first spell I cast was the nap.
Then you cast invisibility on Van.
Yeah. Okay. And then I tell it, and then I cast and then I cast polymorph self on me,
Okay.
and then I cast invis on me. But I'm gonna say Van, like I'm gonna be a Pegasus. You're gonna hear me, right? So just feel out and then climb on. Yeah. Okay. So I invis myself and then turn into a Pegasus.
Okay.
I stomp my feet a bit.
This is a bit of a non sequitur, by the way, Neal, but we also made 5,000 gold recently. I just remembered.
Oh, you did? What'd you
The
how'd
royal
you make-
family, because they were going to offer me 10k to build a temple, and then I was like, give me half because I need to do this whole campaign with the Shadow Plane.
Perfect. Okay, so you actually
Yeah.
have an extra cash. Thank you
Yeah,
for.
we have
let me make
a
note of
surplus
that
of
before
cash
I
right
forget.
now.
That was 5k GP.
I think so, because you told me 10k was the offer to build a temple, but Van doesn't want to build a temple, so he was
Right.
like, just give me half, and I'm going to use this to like save the world.
Perfect. Okay. Good remembering. All right. It is done.
Yep. So we're not in danger of running out on component level at least. We're gonna have to make more if we want to do more research, though, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like you guys will be fine for a while.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I stomp my feet as an invisible Pegasus, and hopefully Van can find me and climb on top.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
All right. Once I know he's got his ring of featherfall anyway, if this does go horribly wrong.
That's true. I do have my ring of featherfall.
Okay, I fly us into fortune and locate the spot on the top of the keep.
Neal, if you were to use featherfall with Windborn, would you be effectively flying?
Featherfall with Windborn.
Windborn lets you glide after launching yourself in the air. So if you were to combine that with featherfall, would that just like drastically increase the distance you can go?
Sounds amazing. Probably. Maybe.
Because the distance you can go is dependent on the altitude you started from, but that's because you're gliding downward as you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing as like Murdoch's feathery flyer. You would.
Because it would launch me 90 feet in the air to start with if I used it on level ground.
I think the only issue is that you get to your gliding is a function of your potential energy being your
Okay, so it might
if you're
impede
floating,
my gliding.
like, yeah, you might just like float gently and not be able to get in any direction.
Okay, that makes
because you don't have
sense.
enough mass to fall.
Yeah, okay.
But if you did like a gust of wind spell, you might be in the right direction.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We fly to the roof.
Yep. Invisible.
Yeah.
Fly to roof. All right. So invisibly, you're gonna fly to the roof of fortune.
Yeah. I find
As
the
you
exact.
get over the city,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
can see it is a darkened mess. Small, huddled masses of people are in the streets over burning, not barrels, but small fires out in the open. Everyone's wearing sort of shambling clothes. No one's in really good condition. It's dark colors everywhere. There is a cart being pulled through the streets with just like piles of bodies, like as if a plague has wiped through this place recently, and someone's going around rounding up the dead. The city of Fortune looks to be in pretty bad shape right now. But invisibly,
Does it look like the walls have been breached?
the walls are still there, and they're still strong, but the populace looks unhealthy.
Internal mismanagement rather than external.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, disease
Neal.
can pass walls quite easily. Yeah.
Before I lock in my 5th level spell here, since we haven't started yet, the interior of a cell was stone, right?
Yes.
Like the walls and the floor?
Yes.
That's all I need. Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Okay, so I find the spot on the roof that I scoped out.
You can find it. As you approach the roof, you see that it is also adorned with many gargoyles on the edges all over the place.
Okay. I try
But they're
and not-
probably just regular gargoyles this time.
Yeah,
Hold on,
yeah,
give me
yeah.
20 minutes to shoot all of them, really?
I feel it's the one right next to me where I've got to land.
No.
Okay.
You're actually landing somewhere in the middle of the roof. The gargoyles along the edge.
Okay, I land.
You do land with a thump, 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 thump of your feet on the rooftop.
Okay.
Stone roof.
I back up into the right spot, and then I assume Van knows to get off at this point.
Yeah, we've landed.
All right, I turn back into me.
Okay, you are Malachi.
All right.
I like reach out a hand to grab you so that you know that
Yeah.
I'm where I am, so that you can shrink me.
Okay, I get a hand on Van, and I shrink him.
That will break your invisibility, right?
It's not an attack.
It might do, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. It wouldn't
Might
really
do.
matter at this point.
It doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I did think that this might happen, but
Yeah.
Okay.
You shrink Van, which breaks invisibility for you.
okay.
Okay. I hop up onto your hand.
Yeah, I put him into my pocket.
Sean goes in pocket.
Yeah, and then we dimension door 50 feet down. Prayers in your chat. Prayers in the chat.
Right. And you dimension door 50
feet
feet
down.
below
Yes.
into the castle, into the dungeon.
Into
the room.
Into Darth's specific cell.
Right. And with that, why don't we take our break and we'll come back on the other side.
Spicy. There could be 3 vampires in here. Like,
Where the fuck is he? We're gonna wait for 12 days.
We'll see you soon.